All right, we're live. Hello there, Boss Antelope. Nice of you to pop in. But I'm gonna get my real quick. Gonna get my or find my hat or something. Then I'll turn on the webcam. So hold on 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, screw it. I'll go turn the camera on right now. Alrighty, there we go. Alrighty, I want to wait a little bit. Got a few people. We got one. I got you, Boss Antelope. Nice of you to pop in. Yes, as you can probably tell, per the request of one Damian Peters. Okay, well let me get the intro out of the way. Hey, what's up, everyone? Ryan Arnold, aka Demon Master Reviews here. And yes, I'm a little bit tired at the moment, but regardless, I'm gonna go through with this. Per the request or suggestion of one Damian Peters, aka Demon Mass Music of Destruction. I'm such an idiot sometimes. He has suggested I do get back on the collection stuff, show off my collection, so that for future collabs with me and him, whether on this channel or on his channel. So I figured, you know what? Yes, despite how freaking tired I am right now, I'm gonna go through with this. Gonna go and do this in multiple parts. I figured I'd do this live with some of those people like you, Boss Antelope. I'm grateful you are here. But this is part 1, so this is the first 4 letters, A, B, C, and D. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And I got my list of all the bands I got on here. So let's get started with the first band. We're getting into the A's here. We got ACDC, and I got a few I have a few albums from them, as I am trying to get my big, huge box for my there we go. Get my big, huge box for my CDs. But I got a few. Starting off, I believe, with ACDC. I got a few on. It's one of the few on here I have of all three formats. So I have all my CDs, records, and cassettes. So obviously I got 3 ACDC, 5 in total. I'm gonna go in some alphabetical order in these cases. So as I am trying to get situated with all this. But yes, let's start off. Obviously, everybody should know AC/DC hard rock band. I want to really quick, before I get into the AC/DC thing, I want to point out that this collection is, it's all over the place for me in all these parts. So, and there was a time period for me when I was really, really getting, trying to figure out my sound and stuff. So there's going to be some questionable bands that I have discographies for. Some of them were very helpful in getting me into the rock and metal stuff. So yes. So don't cringe over the fact that I might have some questionable albums, pretty much. So yes, let's get back into this. AC/DC, we got High Voltage, probably my favorite of the Bon Scott era. Obviously, the cassettes are all from my dad at one point and got them all from him. But yeah, High Voltage, listened to this all the way through when I had my dad's cassette player. Absolutely love it. You know, it's a long way to the top. One of the classics from them. The Jack. TNT is a hell of a song. She's Got Balls. Hell of a hard rock album. And then we get coming over onto the vinyl. We got Back in Black. Back in Black. Oh, I should probably show the cassette. This is how it is. There's the front with the cover. You got the back. Got the track listing there. You got also have a cassettes, just like your regular jewel case, and it has this gay fold on each side. Pretty cool. We come to a, so yeah, there's that one. We now come to a vinyl. Back in Black, right? First one with Brian Johnson after the passing of Bon Scott and Clear Black. But there's the middle. It's pretty much the same. Kind of this cool print in their sleeve. I like this one, but personally, out of the early Brian Johnson stuff, I like this one more. For those about to rock, we salute you. As I'm now putting up AC/DC here. Stupid binder. But yes, back to this. For those about to rock, probably one of my favorite AC/DC albums of all time. The class of the 80s stuff, the early Brian Johnson stuff. Love the hell out of this album. Pro tell you got the track listing. There's not much inside when it comes down to it. And tape is all in white. Love the hell out of this album. One of my favorite AC/DC albums. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And finally, we come to the last tape for AC/DC. Razor's Edge, my all-time, while I love, for those about to rock, my all-time favorite AC/DC album is this one. Love the hell out of it. And all of it, you know, Thunderstruck, Fire Guns, Money Talks, title track, Mistress for Christmas, Are You Ready? You know, fantastic songs on here. Love the hell out of this one. But it's not really much, just a single disc, and it's on this clear with some black. And then finally in the CDs is one of the few singles I have. Big Gun. Taken from the soundtrack of Last Action Hero. And it also contains some versions of Back in Black and For Those About to Rock on here. And there is the CD. Yeah. Not much I can say. It's kind of like just go theme with it, you know. But yeah, AC/DC, Big Gun. I'm looking at my list here. Coming to yet another vinyl. Alice Cooper, Killer. This was just pretty much just a blind buy with one of those like discounted records that I got. The one and only Alice Cooper album I have at the moment. There are some I definitely want to get from him. Yeah, it was discounted and all that stuff. Boss Animal, Lope. Yep, Schneck indeed. Yep, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, plain black. Got that gold colored Warner Brothers middle in there. But yeah, kill Alice Cooper killer. Like I said, not much to show with this. It was just cheap vinyl that I got at a record store. So yeah, I like Alice Cooper, but I do want to get more from him. But that's all that I have when it comes to Alice Cooper. Alrighty. Now I mentioned some questionable taste. We're coming to 2 albums. Both I don't have the cases for, so I have them all on pages, CD pages, just in case I lose their cases. They go into there, and these are 2 from the same band, believe it or not. The band in question is All That Remains. The albums are Overcome and For We Are Many. Probably up until Victims of the New Disease, the last 2 really good to great. All That Remains albums, I especially love For We Are Many. It's got some bangers on it. Overcome's got some bangers too. Hey, what's up, Damien? Yeah, you didn't miss too much. I just talked about ACDC and Alex Cooper. I'm now on All That Remains. And I don't know if you saw when I said it, but there were some questionable tastes. I will repeat myself here. There were times in my early days when I was trying to figure out some sounds that was trying to figure out the music that I was going to actually listen to, which would lead up to basically what I listen to nowadays. Yeah, no problem, Damien. Nice review to suggest this. I actually been wanting to do something like this, and figure, screw it, do it. But yeah, anyway, All That Remains was one of those bands that I was, Overcome, For We Are Many, one of those that I was trying to figure out what I was going to listen to, yeah, pretty much, and then we figured out all our sounds. But we're just trying to figure out, just listening to everything to figure out what we were. Yeah, there are definitely some in this video we'll get to that are, they're spicy content, spicy stuff. It's very spicy. It's like a spicy meatball. Very spicy in some cases. Not hot sauce, but it's like a spicy meatball. But yeah, All That Remains. They're one of the few I still like about with metalcore and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, we've all been there, I still listen to these 2 from time to time, and there'll be some albums I definitely want to get from them. Maybe Fall of Ideals, and their more recent album, the last one with Ollie Herbert, rest in peace. They're one of the few metalcore bands. Them, Killswitch, Shadows Fall, even. They're going to be one in a future collection video. One of these videos, they're going to be here. I got one album from them. That'll be in a future collection video / live stream like this. But yeah, All That Remains, one of the few I still listen to and love the hell out of them. And yeah, I only have their CDs. I don't have their cases, unfortunately. So yeah. But yeah, All That Remains, great solo work, great guitar work from Ollie and stuff like that. Vocals from Phil are great. And yeah, they're one of the few I like. Alrighty. I hope some people are feeling Viking metal and stuff like that. Because the next one I got, Amon Amarth, or 2. I actually got 2 Amon Amarth. We got Surtur Rising. Surtur Rising, which is a 2-disc. It's got the album itself, and it's got a bonus DVD. And which, by the way, yes, I still have both of them on here. It's got this bonus DVD. It's Bloodshed over Balkan. I believe this when they were doing. I think they were those shows where they were playing their first 4 albums. Yeah, their first 4 albums. And it's really, really cool. And I'm glad I got this. As you can see, it's from a place called Capitol Records. It's not around, unfortunately. But Amon Amarth makes some do make some killer stuff, block death metal, or you could call it Viking metal, whatever the hell, whatever it is. But they're Viking themed. They're Viking themed, kind of like what Bathory is. They're just a little bit more melodic than Bathory. Yeah, Surtur Rising. Freaking awesome. It just used to have a booklet, but it doesn't anymore. And then probably the other one. They're under the... Yeah, they are. Yeah, they pretty much are in an essence, Milo Death. And then we got their covers. Their covers EP Under the Influence. And they're covering on here, if I'm looking on here, Motorhead, Judas Priest, AC/DC, and Black Sabbath. They're covering Burning Anvil, Steel, Satan Rising, Snake Eyes, Stand Up to Go Down. We gotta remember. Okay, Burning Anvil, Steel to Judas Priest. Snake Eyes is the Motorhead. Satan Rising is the Black Sabbath. And then Stand Up to Go Down is the AC/DC. Or maybe that's Deep Purple. I can't really tell. Is that Deep Purple or is that Black Sabbath? I really can't tell. Tell the logo or something like that. But it had Satan Rising. So I'm thinking it's Black Sabbath. But yeah, this is the only thing. This was from, I think, Deceiver of the Gods Deluxe Edition. And this came with it. It's the only thing I kept from that. Because I like the covers. They're really good covers. So, yeah. Amon Amar. Under the Influence of Surtur Rising. Alrighty, who do we come after that? Oh, yes. I ain't gonna waste time with this one. This is a band I've done before. If you want to, definitely there are gonna be links in the description to go and check some of these bands out. Some of these bands I have done videos for, so I'll definitely check them out. But this is one of the bands I have done recently, retrospective and review for, and that band in question is an Abstract Illusion. I'm gonna waste time with these, so definitely if you want to know about these, there's links in the description to videos for an Abstract Illusion. It was just my mini retrospective covering these two albums, Atonement is Nigh and Illuminate the Path. I will briefly show these because I don't want to waste time with these. But yeah, here's the front, backside with the logo and the track listing. CD ain't in there. I got it in a booklet and got it in the kind of a CD buy page, but there you can see pretty much all the cool artwork. And like I said, it's kind of just a one page. Yeah, you can kind of say, yeah, with a Monomar, yeah, they kind of are Milo Death, but yeah. Atonement is 9. Then we come to Illuminate the Path. Here is the art front, backside, track listed in the logo. Here's the inside side, and it does come in a booklet. And a big shout out to Carl Westerlund for sending this, because they only had a few of these left, and I'm super happy to have this one. But yeah, and then it's got lyrics and stuff in there. And then here's credits with a picture of the guys. That's Carl, Robert, and Christian. And then we come to basically their most recent one. Whoa. An album that somehow got into my top 10. And this one, I do have the CD. Here's the front. Backside, some cool art with the track listings. Here is the CD. And here is what looks like behind it. But yeah, you got credits as well. And then, of course, kind of like Illuminate the Path booklet with just lyrics and stuff. Oh, it's like one of those fold up ones. Oh yeah, this was their label debut. They were on Willow Tip, and I've talked about this channel has talked about Willow Tip before, but yeah, an Abstract Illusion, brief and quick because I have already talked about them. Alrighty. I can talk a little bit about these guys. And I did keep this sticker for this band because this was going to help me. But we got 2 albums from Ancients, which on this hype sticker we got Heart of Oak, and it has a hype sticker on here. Modern progressive metal that hits hard and resonates deeply. Recommended if you like Mastodon, Opeth, Baroness, Kylesa, and The Sword, who are unfortunately not around anymore. But yeah, these are their only 2 albums, Heart of Oak and Voice of the Void. But yeah, it's, I haven't fully listened to this, but hopefully I will soon. And I might put them in a random review video. I don't think about giving them a full-on retrospective. Maybe put them in a random review video. But yeah, anyway, there's the artwork, hype sticker and all. And then we got backside with the track listings. Obviously, the inside. I haven't pulled out the CD. Here's up. If I can grab it out, there is an up close look of the CD and the inside. And of course, there's going to probably be lyrics and stuff like that. Here's a better picture of the artwork. The artwork, by the way. So yeah, like it says, if you're a fan of bands like Mastodon, Opeth, Baroness, Kylesa, and The Sword, definitely check these guys out. But yeah, definitely here is the inside's got cool art. Got a picture of the band too. And yeah, just cool lyrics and stuff like that. And then we come to essentially their more recent album, Voice of the Void. Artwork. Backside with the track listings. I believe. Yep, it too comes with a booklet. Pretty much. It's pretty much the same. Minus a picture of the band. Just lyrics and stuff like that. And here is, I will get the CD out. There's the CD, pretty much. So yes, Ancients. Definitely check them out if you're into that progressive death metal and stuff like that. They're definitely worth it. But I believe we come to another CD. CD, so far the only one in... Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we come now to Anthrax, For All Kings. This is the only Anthrax I got. I used to own Worship Music. I definitely want to get it again. This is the one and only Anthrax album that I have at the moment. They're the first with John Danaeus from Shadows Fall. Oh, and Living Wreckage. I will definitely be talking about them in one of these videos. But everybody should know. Anthrax, one of the big 4 of thrash metal, And it's because of that, that's how I got into them. And absolutely love worship music. And I do love this one too. It's got some bangers on here, like Breathing Lightning is a great track on here. Blood Eagle Wings is another great song. Yeah, Evil Choice is a good song. Yeah, Blood Eagle Wings and Breathing Lightning are freaking stellar. Even the title track is good too. There's some moments on this I'm like, eh. But for the most part, it's a great album. It's like they did pick up where they left off for worship music. And like I said, I need to get that. But anyway, front artwork, backside with the track listing and the band. That's pretty much we got Charlie, Frankie, Joey, Scott, and then John. John, they all got individual pictures. It's kind of cool. Little gatefold and stuff like that. I do have the CD, and it's kind of cool. You got the lyrics on there, and the CD, of course. I think it was just like a regular clear. Kind of it's an interesting look for a CD. But yeah, Anthrax for all kings. Oh boy, I'm trying to get this thing situated. I'm gonna have to put them like that. Next ones. I put them here in A because they start with A. That is A Perfect Circle. Obviously, side project for Maynard James Keenan of Tool and all that stuff. And believe me, I will definitely be going over Tool when I get to them. And I got quite a bit of their stuff. Pretty much got all of their stuff when I get to them. But yeah, Perfect Circle. I don't have much. The first thing I got was this. I'll show it. I don't have the jewel case with the booklet and stuff. But the first one I have is their debut full length Murdenom. It's their debut album. Got this at a bookstore. It was $1. As you can clearly see, I still got the sticker on it. But I couldn't pass up the fact that was there, and the next one I'll get to here shortly. Yeah, the next one I'll get to here shortly. But yeah, Murdernom's one more is there. It's alternative metal, kind of an alternative version of Tool. Shorter. The songs are a lot shorter than what you expect from Tool. Because this isn't supposed to be like Tool. It's more like alternative metal and all that stuff. But yeah, love the hell out of this. Oh yeah, Judith is one of the favorites. I like the Hollow. Yeah, Judith, 3 Libras. No, Orestes is another one I absolutely love on here. And it's on this one too. It's on here. The Hollow, Judith, Orestes, and 3 Libras are on here as well from this album. But yeah, anyway. Artwork. Backside with the track listing and essentially the logo. There is the inside and the CD. Pretty good condition. Like it's still got some plays left in it. But yeah, I believe who is the lineup for this band at the time? It was a different lineup than what it is nowadays. I wish I could show some of this stuff. But it would probably be a bit too weird for like I don't want to show it. It's a lot to take in. I wish I could show it. It's a lot, but we got Billy Howardell. He's the guitarist, and he does vocals, and you got Maynard James Keenan. He is on the vocals, obviously. Paz Linchanton, that's the bassist, I believe, on here. Then you got Josh, who's the drummer, and also Troy Van Leeuwen. Yeah, it was aside from Maynard and Billy, it was pretty much hired guns, essentially. But yeah, Murder Noms. And like I said, here is 360. It's a compilation they released in 2013. It does have an original song on here, but yeah, there's nothing in the back. There's just the CD. Yeah, that's. Now we get to the other one that I also bought the same place. And it is Apocalyptica, Worlds Collide. I remember seeing this band when they had the single I Don't Care off of this. I saw this, I think, on TV or something like that. Saw that, I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I want to get this or check this band out. I ended up getting it because I think this was at Walmart at one point. Love the hell out of it. out of it. Yeah, it does have some guests. For the most part, it's mostly just instrumental music, but they do have, I think, some guest vocalists on here. I think I'm Not Jesus is with Corey Taylor from Slipknot, Stone Sour, and his solo project. Helden is with, I think, Till Lindemann. Till Lindemann from Rammstein. Also, Richard, also from Rammstein. Last Hope has Dave Lombardo from Slayer and now current ex-Slayer and current Testament. Adam Gontier, I Don't Care, which has Adam Gontier from 3 Days Graves. And then I think the final one that has a guest on here is SOS Anything But Love, which features Christina Scabia from Lacuna Coil. Lacuna Coil. Oh, and here is basically the booklet. It's a picture of the entire band, the core band, pretty much. And lyrics, obviously, and stuff like that. And you got credits and all that stuff. It's on this cool kind of a triple gatefold. It's on this triple gatefold. Oh yeah, definitely. They're probably one of the coolest bands around. Coolest metal bands around, being cello, bass, and stuff like that. But yeah, and here is the CD in surprisingly really good condition. Not too many smears or scratches on it. That's surprising, to say the least. But yeah, and there's the artwork in the backside with the track listing and the sticker. But yeah, Apocalyptica, Worlds Collide. I definitely need to get the one that came after this one, was 7th Symphony. I definitely need to get that one. Like, most definitely need to get that one. Next up. Not much to show with this one. I don't have, it's probably in a CD page, but shout out to Kyle Schaefer and his band Archaeologist with Winter's Wake. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I definitely want to do something for these guys, hopefully soon. Well, for Kyle Schaefer and all of his projects. But yeah, it's just kind of like one of those little things. You got the artwork on the front and the backside track with the track listing and all that stuff. Features is now current bandmate in Fallujah, Scott Carsdale. Said yes, Kyle Schaefer is in Fallujah. So I probably might even talk about it during when I do Kyle stuff. So shout out to Kyle Schaefer if you're watching this, dude. I'm giving you another shout out, man. And then, but yeah, not much to show there. Pretty much. Now we're coming back to the tapes. Coming back to the cassette tapes now. Well, the final one of the cassette tapes in A, we got Asia self-titled. I believe this is kind of like a prog rock supergroup, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Get some like, and yeah, there's not really much when it comes to this sleeve thing. And here's what the tape looks like. Side 1, side 2. Not much to show when it comes to that. So yeah, that's Asia. I believe I'm right. I gotta look up real quick. Asia band. Yes, it is a super group. It is a super group from those that were in prog rock bands like John Wetton of King Crimson, Steve Howe of Yes, Jeff Downs of Yes and the Buggles, and Carl Palmer of ELP. Cool. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Cool. That's prog rock supergroup right there. Hell yeah. Yeah, Asia. Self-titled. Not much to show on this one. Just to show on this one. Let me reorganize these to be in the proper way that they should be. We'll gotta get back on the list. Next we got, this one's gonna be questionable. Here we go. Here's some spicy meatballs. Here comes some spicy meatballs. But as it says, I got 2 As I Lay Dying albums. Yeah, here I've said there's gonna be some spicy meatballs, and yes, there is some. We come to some spicy meatballs, but yeah, I got 2 As I Lay Dying albums, and this was before. Okay, Damien, nice to know. But yeah, some spicy meatballs right there. Like, these are the spiciest of meatballs. Yep, definitely. Like you said, we've all been through our phases pretty much. And yeah, I mean, I separate the artist from the art. The music, yeah, like I said, they're down. If you think this is bad, wait till it gets worse later on. Or it might get worse here shortly, but yeah. As I Lay Dying, yeah. I got 2 albums from them. The Powerless Rise from 2010, and then Awakened. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I told you, there's some spicy meatballs. There's going to be some spicy moments here. Some spicy albums, pretty much. We all went through it. We all went through our phases. This is one of those I do listen to every. Out of all the metalcore, this is probably one of those that this is a band I listen to the least amount. There's some songs here and there I like from them, especially off of here, A Greater Foundation. Yeah, it's fine. Like you said, we've all been through it. Yeah, like you even said, we've all been through our phases of what we've liked. Like, I'm sure. But yeah, like I said, this is just a regular CD for this one. And then the jewel case. It's got some cool background, at least. Unlike the A Perfect Circle one. From one, but yeah, there's the disc. And there's the backside with the track listing, pretty much. So yeah, that's some this is some spicy meatballs. But yeah, it'll gonna get worse here shortly. So you're just in time to get some of the spicy content. And some of the stuff. Yes, we've all been there. Yes, I still to this day like some of those. Going back and listening to that for nostalgia reasons and stuff like that. But anyway, what do we come up on? Oh yeah, here we go. We got another interesting one. We got Audioslave. And I only got 1 album from them. Their self-titled debut. Technically, you can count this as the 5th Rage Against the Machine album. Oh wait, how many have they had? I forgot how many they've had, but this is the debut with I mean, yeah, we have all have listened to classic stuff. Your AC/DCs. I just showed off Asia and some AC/DC earlier. The Audioslave. This is pretty much Rage Against the Machine with Chris Cornell on vocals. Well, it's got some Rage Against the Machine moments, but it feels more like a cohesive band and more of a, the music's a little bit different than what you expect from Rage Against the Machine. Not so much political based in this case, unlike Rage. It's more songs and songs and stuff like that. Not like stuff that's political and stuff like that. That's more of like something a little bit different. Because Chris Cornell and then I forgot what his name was. I can't remember the vocalist, but they're 2 completely different writers. And obviously Chris has his style, and then the other guy, I forgot his name again. I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, he has his style and Chris has his style. But yeah, anyway, artwork. Backside with the track listing and a picture of the band. Here is, it's broken a little bit, but here is the CD. Oh, and here's the inside as well. Yeah, like I said, it's a little bit broken, but still. But yes, and here's the booklet. It's got lyrics, cool imagery, and pictures of everybody and stuff like that. Believe that. Yep, you got. That is. Oh shoot. I totally forgot some of the guys'. Oh yeah, Tom Morello. You get Tom Morello, and then you got pretty much the whole band right there. I think Brad Wilk? Yeah, it is Brad Wilk. Yeah, right there. Oh wait, no, right there. Future Black Sabbath drummer right there. But yeah, it's everybody, including Chris right there, and then you got Tom right there. But yeah, just more pictures and lyrics and stuff like that. But yeah, Audioslave. Oh boy, here we go again. More spicy. Oh boy, another spicy album to show in this one. Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare. Yeah, it is Mike Portnoy. And this is probably my favorite Avenged Sevenfold album of theirs. You know, the title track, Welcome to the Family, all that stuff. I do really want to listen to this album all the way through at some point. And if you can see on the Tombstone Rev, Yeah, I know. Like I said, there's some spicy content, some spicy meat the balls, like I said. So we're getting, A's got a few good spicy meat the balls and all that stuff, but yeah. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorites from them. Anyway, I won't waste no more time. Artwork. Bex with the track listing. Yeah, Mike Portnoy is also on drums on here. Here's the, if I can pull out the CD. It's a CD. Oh, and here is the inside, paying tribute to Jimmy the Rest Sullivan. Sullivan. Put this back in here. And then you got the booklet. Yeah. Well, wait, like I said, don't want to waste any time with this. Yeah. I can probably finally put these into the. Apologies, everyone, but some of my CDs are a little bit difficult to situate. Alrighty, here comes an interesting one. This is more of like a soundtrack. Awesome Mix, Volume 1 from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's the official Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. Features bands like Blue Suede, Raspberries, Norman Greenbaum, David Bowie on here. The Jackson 5 are on here. Definitely some. Oh yeah, freaking the Pina Colada song is on here as well. Cherry Bomb, the Runaways, some classic music, classic rock and some stuff, classic old school, 70s music, But yeah, love the hell out of this. And I put it in A, although I might put it in M's for Marvel and stuff like that later on, after all this is said and done, pretty much. But yeah. Artwork. Backside with the track listing. Here is the CD. Kind of makes it look like a cassette tape. all on here is the booklet and such and such. And such. Oh, and on the inside, this is like some wood paddling in the back of it, pretty much. Alrighty, we're coming to a band that has quite a bit with their discography. I think another album of theirs I have on CD. I just gotta look through mine. Yeah, nothing wrong with classic rock, classic 70s music, pop, blues, all that stuff. Classic. Can't go wrong with some classic music. That should be right up your alley, pretty much. This one should be too. This next band, I got several. I do have another one that I believe is in my jewel case or in my CD binder. I might get it out here. But it's Arion. Arion is a band I'm thinking about doing at some point. Prog rock, some prog metal and stuff like that. That he's had tons of different guests and stuff like that. Some notables include Annika von Giersbergen. If I can look through 01011001. I believe this one has here they're on the back. They're on the back. Oh, we got on here. We got Hansi Kirsch is on here. And I'm going to be talking about him here shortly. One of his projects, side projects. But yeah, you got him in here. Aryan is on here. Daniel Gildenloo from Pain of Salvation is also on here. Floor Jansen from Nightwish. Annika von Giersbergen. Jonas P. Is that from the guy from Catatonia, I believe? I could be wrong. I think that is. I think I could be right. Yeah, I could be right. I don't know. But yeah, Hansi Kirsch, I believe, is on here. Dude, yeah, Hansi Kirsch is on here. That's, from Blind Guardian. But yeah, I only have a few of them on in the jewel case and stuff like that. So yeah, we got the final experiment here. Here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Yep, track listing. This was just all one song. It was one disc, so this is a 2-disc version. The second disc is in the back. There. The booklet. Some cool artwork and lyrics and stuff like that. Yannick. Oh. Yannick? Annika? Is that what you mean, boss? If so, that's interesting. But yeah, I got some pictures of people. I think we got Peter Daltrey is on here. Yeah, it's just a lot of the pictures of there's the final experiment. Here is what's remnants of Into the Electric Castle. As you can probably tell, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can tell on the back with the track listing, pretty much. The ones I don't have the case for is the Universal Migrator 1 and 2, and that's in my jewel case. Then we got the Human Equation, which this one happens to have James Labrie, Michael Lagerfeld, hell, Devin freaking Townsend is on here, man. Oh, and then Warby too. But yeah, here's, as you can tell, the people are on the back. But yeah, there's definitely some albums from them I definitely need to get. And like I said, here is 01011001. Not much to show. CDs are in the booklet. CDs are in the CD case. But here is pretty much the inside of the booklet. Nice. Cool. That's really awesome. I didn't expect that to hear that she was on a Napalm Death album. That's very interesting, to say the least. And she's a hell of a vocalist too. I like her vocals. And there's a picture of the band, pretty much, and then yeah, and then there's the back side with the track listing, the picture of the guy, of every guest and stuff like that. And then the last one, when it comes to Arion, the Theory of Everything from 2013, and this is when they were on Inside Out. Yeah, it's all right, Boss Antelope. Here's the artwork, backside with the track listing, and yes, it's a double album, and it's also got guests on here like JB for Grab Magus or whatever, Sarah Squadrani from Ancient Bards, Michael Mills from Total Hider, Christina Scabia from the Coil, Tommy Karavik from Camelot, Marco Hitala, formerly of Nightwish, and then you got others like Ed Warby on the drums, Rick Wakeman, legendary Yes keyboardist, Keith Emerson from Emerson Lake Palmer, famed keyboardist as well, Jordan Rudess, another famed keyboardist from Dream Theater, was on there, Steve Hackett as well, from formerly of Genesis and stuff, and but yeah, like I said, backside with the track listings, it's on a triple. There used to be a booklet, but it's not in here anymore. Yeah, it's on triple gatefold. But yeah, that's for A. Now we come to B, and we come to a classic album. I actually got two things from them. The Beatles, classic. Okay, that's good to know, Demia. But yeah, I got some Beatles this time. I got Abbey Road, and I also got, what's this? Free as a Bird. I can't remember when this was released. This might have been, but it was never finished. Oh, this is interesting. Exactly. Nothing wrong with some Beatles. I'm personally a Rolling Stones fan, but I can't deny I do want to have a few Beatles albums in my collection. But yeah, Free as a Bird. I'm reading here on the back. Free as a Bird was recorded by John Lennon in demo form, but never finished. And in 1994, the tape was entrusted to Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. The outcome is an elevation of the simple beauty of John's original demo to a much higher level. Jeff Lynne, co-producer of the recording, modestly remarks, "It was tricky, but I think we pulled it off." And then we got another one. Christmas Time is here again. From 1963 to 1969, the Beatles gave members of their official fan club a special gift at Christmas, a record unavailable elsewhere. The 1967 disc was titled Christmas time is here again, and extracts from a song of that name were scattered among the sketches. Issued here for the first time is an uninterrupted recording of the number. Superimposed near the end are some spoken word seasonal greetings taped in 1966, followed by a John Lennon pastiche. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's on this like kind of, you can pull it up, and then here's the tape on both sides. It's pretty cool. And as for Abbey Road, everybody knows about Abbey Road. This is the I think this is the Digipack one. Yeah, this is a more recent version. But yeah, here's the artwork. Backside, it does have the track listings on there, although it does blend in pretty well with the wall there. Got the inside CD. It's on a triple gatefold CD right there. CD right there with everybody pictured, and then you got pretty much the booklet. Yep, that's pretty much the Beatles. The Beatles. Who do we got next? Yeah, the Bees aren't gonna be relatively long here, everybody. Alrighty. Next up. Oof. Starting to feel a little bit winded here. Ooh, I wanted to do this early so I can maybe get some maybe get some sleep a little bit early, sleep in early and stuff like that. That's why I pushes it back to 8, forward to 8. So yeah. Next up, I got this one has 2 albums in it. That being Parallax 1 and 2, as I have both CDs right here. This is part 1, and this is part 2, pretty much kind of a double concept, double album suite, whatever you want to call it. One is an EP, this is the EP, and then this one here is the full length. So I put them both in here. But yeah, technical, progressive, death metal. This was probably when they were really, really great, and loved their stuff. Up beforehand, my personal favorite is The Great Misdirect. But I can't deny this is also a great album, and love it. Love both discs. Both are great as well. They're absolutely perfect. But anyway, artwork, backside with the track listings, and it's kind of just like this digipack thing. You got the booklet inside. Hell yeah, I love the Rolling Stones. Oh, hey, Mike, what's up? Just doing collection video at the request of Damien. Nice to see you here. Or suggestion from Damien, pretty much. Whichever it is, but yeah. BT Bam. Parallax 1 and 2. Alrighty, what do we got next? Oh, here's an interesting one. I wish I had the other one, but I don't have it. I only have one of their stuff, and that is the Black Dahlia murder. Rest in peace, Trevor. And I have 2. I don't know where it is, but I know I have to floor it. But I do have Ritual. This is their 2011 album. And that is my alarm going off. And there we go. Gosh, been doing this for an hour now. We have Ritual. I don't have the case, so I just have the CD. Kind of melodic death metal, kind of melodic. It's not like in your sense of like your Soil Work or In Flames. No, there is melody, but it's more like just aggression. It's just more of that aggression and stuff like that. That kind of melodic death metal. But yeah, that's the only one I have. I can't seem to find Defloor it. But it is what it is. Alrighty, next up, we got a couple albums from the godfathers of heavy metal, Black Sabbath. As you will be aware, I have two versions of the self-titled debut. I have this CD version, and I have the vinyl version. So, yeah, as you can probably tell by you the duct tape, it is falling apart. So I was like, I got to keep this in one piece pretty much. So I just grabbed some duct tape to keep it together pretty much. But yeah, it's a pretty old record. And I'll show it here. Obviously, I got it on this clear inner sleeve, and it's obviously black with kind of that goldish Warner Brothers middle. Yeah, there's to the front. Backside with the track listings. That's, I'll put that up there, and that's for the CD. Obviously, the CD version of this. Here's the front. Backside. Hell no, Bean Metal Mike. Hell no. Backside with the track listings. Inside still got that Warner Gold look in the middle. If you want to see what's in the front, it's just the guys. Ozzy, Tony, Geezer, and Bill. And while I personally prefer the Tony Martin era of Sabbath, I can't deny the importance of the Ozzy years, And here's the booklet inside. Pictures and I think biography or some sorts. There's no lyrics, unfortunately, which you'd have to figure them out yourself pretty much. But I'm sure everybody knows the lyrics to some of these songs. All right, and then the other one, 13, their last studio full length, the reunion, pretty much. I had the cool one with got the one that's kind of like you can see. Yeah, you can pretty much tell it's like it has that animation on it. But yeah, and this was a 2-disc one, so it's got 3 bonus tracks on it. But yeah. Here, the artwork, backside, track listings. It is a 2-disc album. One has the bonus tracks. I will admit, though, that CD does look pretty damn cool. I gotta find the booklet. Here's the booklet. Right in the middle. The other CD looks the same. You can see all of them are Ozzy's having a blast just hanging out. And you got the guys, including Brad Wilkes. Like I said, I told you we're going to get to him. I really don't care, Mike. But yeah. That is Black Sabbath. All right. Let's cut the shit. I'll confess. There was a time, and I dreaded having to show this one. There was a time, believe it or not, Here's more spicy content. Here's another spicy meatball. Black Veil Brides set the world on fire. Oh, more spicy. I told you it's going to get worse. If you're still there, Tavian, I told you it was going to get worse from here. But to be quite honest, I honestly don't care. Yeah, you said there's some spicy meatballs, and there was a time that I actually liked this band. I have since stayed away from them. Don't care about what they've recently done. But I realize you take away all that stuff, it's really good. I like the music. The music, to me, it's good. It's like hard rock, heavy metal. What else do you expect? Kind of like your traditional heavy metal, like regular lettuce in a bowl heavy metal. Yeah, they got that look at the time. They had that, like they all look like Mick Mars's children and all that stuff. But the music's not that bad. It's pretty good. The guitar solos are fantastic. I will say that. Jake Pitts is a hell of a guitar player. I liked it because the music sounded great. Sounded really, really good to me. But as you can see, I only had the disc one. So yeah. Yes, this is some, like I said, this is some spicy meatballs, Trust me, there will be more spicy meatballs. This isn't the last one. Alrighty. Next up. Let's wash that down the drain with some classic rock, shall we? 3 different albums in 3 different formats. Boston. Start off with the first ever vinyl I ever listened to. Their self-titled debut. A classic. We're washing down all that stuff of Black Veil Brides with some classic Boston. Some classic hard rock, classic rock, hard rock, whichever they are. I think they're just more rock stuff. They got some hard rock moments. But like I said, I got 3 of their albums and all in 3 different formats. But yeah, Boston, self-titled. The first ever vinyl I ever listened to was listening to Side 1, and I was just, my breath was taken away just how freaking amazing it sounded. And I'm so glad I have it now in my collection for vinyl and stuff like that. It's an instant classic. Yes, you don't normally get a perfect album in the 70s. There's some albums that are pretty close and all that stuff, but yeah, this is definitely a perfect album. The one and only rock album that I think is perfect. It's making something perfect back then is kind of a, it wasn't an oddity or something like that. It was a rarity that you have a perfect album, either in rock or, metal wasn't around at the time yet. Wasn't really around yet. But I mean, come on. It's freaking Boston, at least. Yes. Artwork. Backside track listing, some dialogue and a picture of the band at the time. Plain in their sleeve on plain black on the Epic logo, too. Pretty cool. I didn't know they were on Epic Records at the time. Yeah. That's Boston self-titled. Next one. We're getting in the middle of it. It's not Don't Look Back. This one's third stage. Their third album. This was when, the hit. Oh, hey, Bullet. Nice to see you here. But yeah, I just showed Boston self-titled. But yeah, third stage. Obviously, everybody knows Amanda off of this one. This is one I normally don't listen to that often because I've never really looked at this album extensively. Let me see who else is on here. Yeah, Brad Delp. You guys, it's a different lineup on this one. Brad Delp is still there. Tom Scholes. Jim Mazdia is there or comes back. And then you have Gary Phil. You don't have the classic lineup of Boston at this point. at this point. So it's a totally different band. The other guys essentially just upped and left pretty much. But yeah, as we got the inner sleeve, that's pretty damn cool. I actually like that. That's actually really cool. Cool. And then you got the other side pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah, outside of Amanda, I'm not too familiar with this album. So yeah, that's one that's like I don't know too much about. And then we come to what is essentially their most recent album, Life, Love, and Hope. The last one that Brad Delp, they had different singers, but Brad Delp does sing on several songs, and this was released after his passing, pretty much. This was released on Frontiers Records, released 2013. But yeah, there's artwork, backside with the track listings. The CD is in this digipack. Here's the CD. I've rarely touched this, believe it or not. Rarely touched this album, probably because I don't listen to it that often. But yeah, here's the booklet. I might review it at some point, maybe for a random review. Boston's one of those I'm like, I don't know if I do a full-on retrospective for them, but you never know. I think they got enough where I can dedicate a whole random review series for them. Yeah, I'm just looking through here. You don't have pictures of the band. Well, you got one picture of Tom on here, but I think it's a lot of session artists and stuff like that outside of Brad. Rest in peace. But yeah, I believe this is what is so far their most recent album. Yeah, Life, Love, and Hope from Boston. What do we got next? We got, oh boy, here's another spicy content. Not much to show. I don't want to spend time into Gent Band. Gent Band, I know certain people don't like Gent Band, but I'll just briefly show it. Born of Osiris, The Discovery, has current. This has Jason Richardson, who's currently in All That Remains, and he's a hell of a guitarist. But yeah, there's the CD, the backside with the track listings. I ain't going to waste much time with this. There's the inside, all that stuff. Not wasting any time. Born of Osiris, The Discovery, the only one of theirs I have on CD. Who do we come to next? Oh boy! Here's something a little bit spicier too. An alt rock, kind of alt metal band, Breaking Benjamin. Now, obviously, I probably will talk about them here soon, and I did a video for them. But they're basically, because as I've mentioned, or I've done I did an abridged retrospective for them. So if you want to go and check that out, link in the description for that, to see my thoughts. So I'm, again, not going to waste any time with this. Just going to go with the flow here. We're just going to go by swiftly with this one here. So, we are not alone. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. And a picture of the whole band at the time. CD is in my CD individual. Yeah, I'm a fan of Breaking Benjamin. Yes. So I'm not going to waste too much time. If you want to know what I think about it, definitely go check out my abridged retrospective for Breaking Benjamin. But yeah, here is the inside. It's got lyrics and stuff. Pictures of the members. Stuff like that. Not going to waste too much time with this because I've already talked about this band. I'm not wasting too much time with this band at all. At all. Phobia. Artwork. Backside with the track listings. I guess I could talk a little bit about this. This was my introduction. Diary of Jane was the first song on NASCAR 07. That's how I found out about these guys. And then, I later on got into them really, really hard. Like, really, really big deal. But yeah, that's how I found out about these guys. But yep. Artwork. Backside with the track listings. Again, pretty much all the CDs, I think minus this. Yeah, except this one I'll show here. All of the ones that I actually like from this band are in my little CD binder. I'll bring it over. Yeah, this thing right here. It's in this one. Not good. Like I said, not wasting time. Here is the inside. You got the picture of the band. And yep, not like I said, not wasting time with this one because I've talked about these guys before. So yeah. All right, then we got your Agony. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Falling apart, but there's the CD. I don't have it in the CD page because I really don't care for it. And there's the inside of that. Booklet. And it's pretty much everybody as well. All members of the band. Again, and the lyrics and stuff like that. Like I said, not wasting time. Not wasting any time with. Not going to waste time with these guys. Like I said, because I talked about them. Said I have talked about these guys. Anyway, here's Dark Before Dawn. Artwork, backside, track listings, CD, again, in the black binder that I showed. Here is the booklet. I believe this is the only one where there's no pictures of the band in it. Not until the next one. Okay. And then finally, Ember. Artwork, backside with the track listing and kind of this ring form. Yeah. Again, CD. Black binder. There's the artwork. There's the inside, the lyrics and stuff. And this time it does show a picture of the band. And I think it was a shot as a music video, stuff like that. Yeah. Frankie Benjamin. Curious what I say about it? Definitely check out the retrospective. Link in the description. Alrighty. Got that out of the way. Let's get to some good stuff. Some Bruce Dickinson. Accident of Birth and the Chemical Wedding. Mine is the 2-disc version, and it's this one I believe is the deluxe version. It's a 2-disc version. But yeah, it's more of like the edited version. Obviously, when he got back in the metal, I definitely am thinking about doing something for Bruce and his solo albums. So, yeah. Yeah, as for this, here's basically here's the sleeve. Cool, and here is essentially the original artwork. Blood and all, but here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. The main disc is in again black binder. But again, here's the artwork, and it's got some cool little biography notes and stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, Adrian had time to join Bruce on the solo stuff, and Roy Z convinced Bruce to come back to metal. And then we got some lyrics and stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, there's Accident of Birth. Hell of an album. And then we get the chemical wedding. Here is the artwork backside with the track listings, and then the booklet. But cool artwork in the inside and stuff, and the lyrics. All I think, no, actually, some of them are regular. Some are just in regular font and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And you got 2 pictures of the band. And yeah, Bruce Dickinson, The Chemical Wedding, and Accident of Birth. Probably the 2 best albums he's done solo wise. Can't wait to hear what he does next. Alrighty, next one. This one's a funny one to say the least. There was a time I used to like this. I don't know what happened to them. They probably have fallen into obscurity. The album is Buckcherry Black Butterfly, but it's not actually that album. It's actually this 15. This was released 2006. Yes, 2006. It's the wrong CD. In this cover, it's the wrong CD. It was like an error. Yeah, as far as the cases go, that's the CD for that. Not much to say. I think they're just kind of a rock band, one of those modern rock bands. Don't know what happened to them. They might have fallen into obscurity now, but there was a time I liked them, but they're one of those I've fallen out of nowadays. But yeah, there's a booklet in it. But yeah, Buckcherry Black Butterfly, aka 15. I believe that's it for the B's. We come to the C's. Now, this is an interesting band, to say the least. I know they're probably still around, but they haven't done anything as great as their debut that I happen to own, which is Cage the Elephant's self-titled debut. This is the one and only album from them I have, and this is an interesting one because this was when I was in high school and all that stuff. Like I said, I've fallen out of this band. I don't listen to this band anymore, and this is the only one I got of theirs, and I've pretty much essentially have another one I have fallen off of. But I always come back to this, and fond memories of this album, as weird as it looks and stuff like that, and all mishmash and all that. It's a very interesting album, to say the least, Very kind of much more of the psychedelic rock and stuff like that, think of like it's kind of that style of like Pink Floyd or something like that, of all those old 60s psychedelic bands, all the psychedelic rock bands and all that stuff. I think throw an Alice Cooper. A much more of like early Pink Floyd with a modern sound. It's got some good tunes here on here. I have a few on here. In One Ear, Ain't No Rest for the Wicked, which was the single off of this. Back Against the Wall is another one I do like. But yeah, it's one of those I have fallen off of from them. They're one of those that's just like I have completely fallen off of, but I keep this for nostalgia reasons, pretty much. But anyway, artwork. Backside with the track listings. There is a booklet in here, I believe. Yes, there is. And here is the CDs in this digipack. And here is literally the CD. God Lord, I don't know if you can see. But yeah, it's scratched as hell on this one. But hopefully I can put it on my laptop here. Maybe it still will work. I don't know. Here's the booklet. All of its zaniness and stuff like that. It's an interesting. It was a trip of this and stuff like that. But yeah, Cage the Elephant self-titled. Again, I hold on to it for nostalgia reasons, pretty much. Alrighty. Continuing on now. Like I said, we're in the season now. This one was a recent purchase at I think a Goodwill. I saw this and I'm like, oh, I gotta get this. Camel Mirage, UK-based prog rock band. I had heard about them for a bit. I'm like, I want to check them out one day. And I just happened to see this at Goodwill, and I'm like, ooh, snap! I gotta get this. Gotta get this. You know, like I said, UK-based prog rock. It's got Doug Ferguson on the bass, Andy Ward drums, cannonballs, and body mist. Peter Barden's organ, piano, Celeste, MIDI Moog, Mellotron, and vocals, and Andy Latimer, guitar, flute, and vocals. It's, it is what it is. But yeah. Anyways, artwork. Backside with the track listings and credits and stuff like that. This is just a leftover sleeve of it. And of course, plain black vinyl with kind of a more of like a caramel yellow center on it. Yeah, Camel, Mirage. Definitely check them out. Very underrated prog rock band. And yes, I did research them. They are prog rock, pretty much. Oh, what do we got next? Ah, yes. Cannibal Corpse, Evisceration Plague. 2009, this was pretty much my introduction to Cannibal Corpse. And I did get into their other stuff later on. I think Butchered at Birth, Tomb of the Mutilated, obviously. Eaten Back to Life, all that stuff. Even Kill to some degree. I even had Torture. But yeah, this was my introduction to Cannibal Corpse pretty much. And I don't regret this. And I'll get to a band here later on. Here shortly, pretty much. That because of that said band helped me get into bands like Cannibal Corpse, Gojira, Cradle of Filth. Those bands, get me into extreme metal. So when I get to them, I can take them pretty much. But yeah, I think this is the 2-disc set. Yeah, it is. And it's got a DVD. But yeah. Artwork. Backside with the track listings. It's on this like a 4-piece gatefold and stuff like that. There's the CD, there's the live album. And we got a thick-ass booklet for this. And it shows a lot of artwork and other stuff and lyrics. And even pictures of the band. We got George Corpse Grinder Fisher, thick neck and all. More lyrics. We got, when he was with the band at the time, Pat O'Brien, but he's not with them anymore. We have, I think, Eric Rutan is in there now. But yeah, more lyrics. More artwork. We got Rob Barrett in there. Then we got Paul Bazaz Mazurkowicz. And then, of course, the Steve Harris of death metal, Alex Webster. And, of course, we got more and all that stuff. Just individual photos of the guys, which is really interesting, which is cool, But yeah, Cannibal Corpse, Evisceration Plague. Hell of an album. Fond memories of listening to that. Who do we got next? This one's another twofer. We have another twofer. We got two from Chicago. I got the greatest hits, 1982 to 1989. This is basically when they had their big hits and stuff. Hard to Say I'm Sorry. Will You Still Love Me? Love Me Tomorrow. You're the Inspiration. Hard Habit to Break. Hard Habit to Break is probably my favorite when it comes to their stuff. But yeah, I also happen to have 17, which also happens to have Hard Habit to Break as well on this one, and You're the Inspiration's also on there. But here, I'll show the album here real quick. It is kind of a little bit dirty, but that's because it's been with my dad for so long and stuff like that. Yeah, it does have some. It's not too much of a fold, but yeah. This is when they were starting to get into the soft rock kind of stuff. They weren't doing as much of that hard rock or something like that, just regular rock and roll, but this is more like getting into the badly stuff, kind of like what some of those other classic rock bands, like your REO Speedwagon, which is another one I'll get to in one of these videos. But yeah, this one's just a greatest hits, a compilation. There's the artwork backside with the track listings. There's the CD in there, and yep, 2-pager. And it's one of those that you can't see what it's behind. It's just one of those old classic ones, pretty much. Yeah. What do we got next after that? This one's a good chunk of my albums. And again, another one I will not. Oh wait, no wait. I was wrong on that one. Children of Bodom. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, this isn't technically my name. It's not Children of Bodom. But I lump it in because, it does have Alexi Laiho in it. I lump it in essentially as a Children of Bodom album, even though it clearly says Bottom After Midnight. But I count it as a Children of Bodom album. And this was the first Children of Bodom album I ever got. This was when they were obviously they started to get a little bit more into that kind of more commercially and all that stuff. Yeah, this is a banger. And I wish there was more of this, but obviously for obvious reasons, rest in peace, Alexi Laiho. But damn, he went out on a bang with this album, with this EP, this 3-track EP. Yeah, I've listened to their old stuff. I've been wanting to do something for them for a while, and I think that might have been it might have been that one, or it might have been, I can't remember what it was. Hate Crew Death Roll? Maybe. But I know it was either their 3rd or 4th album that I really, really loved and was like, holy shit, this sounds amazing and stuff like that. But yeah, start off with this one. Artwork. Backside with the track listings. I don't have the booklet. CD, I think CD's in my black binder. But it does come on a DVD, and the DVD happens to have the music video for Was It Worth It? Yeah, it might have been Follow the Reaper. It might have been Follow the Reaper, or it might have been Hate Crew Death Roll. Either way, I was either their 3rd or 4th album, and I absolutely loved it. It was flawless. The first melodic death metal album, that was perfect all the way through, and it was like, holy shit. They finally break through. Children of Bodom, of all bands, Children of Bodom freaking broke through with a perfect melodic death metal album, and that's the first time I've ever said that. Like, it was just perfect. It was like their Master of Puppets. It was perfect. Like, perfect. Like, finally, a melodic death metal album gets a 10 out of 10 for me. But I have to find my notes and see if it is. Or maybe do I have it on this? Maybe. Or I might have had it on a piece of paper or something like that. That's probably where I might have had it. Oh, no way. Yeah, it is Follow the Reaper. It is Follow the Reaper. Is it? Yeah, it probably is. Yeah. Yeah, that is their 2nd album. Yeah, it is. But I have on here, I have Something Wild. Yeah, Follow the Reaper. Yeah, it shot to number 1 at the time. And I loved it. Loved the hell of it. Anyway, let's get into this. There's the artwork and all that stuff. Like I said, show this. It might have been that one. Did I even have Hate Breeder on here? It might have been Hate Breeder. I can't remember. Ugh. But yeah, there's Relentless, Reckless, Forever, and then the EP. Paint the Sky with Blood, artwork, backside with the track listings. You know, you got the CDs in Black Binder, but then you see everybody, including Alexei. Rest in peace, man. Both here's a little booklet, pretty much, and all that. And on the back it says here, "In loving memory of Alexei Wildchild Laho, 1979 to 2020. Rest in peace, brother. Forever in our hearts." Hell of a way for him to go out, you know. Hell of a way for him to go out on a banger, pretty much, you know. Love the hell out of this. I definitely want to get some of their, you know, other Children of Bodom albums. I think Are You Dead Yet? It was one of those I want to get, but I definitely want to get Follow the Reaper. Definitely want to get Follow the Reaper. Hell, even Hatebreeder too. Alrighty, next up. We got yet another one, big bunch. And again, I'm not going to waste too much time because I did talk about this band. Again, link in the description for everything. If there's band I'm about to talk about, odds are there is a link in the description for them. And I'm not going to waste time with this one. But it's pretty much all of Coheed and Cambria's albums. Albums, prog rock, prog metal, and stuff like that. They're famous for the Amory Wars and all that stuff. So, yeah. Let's just get into this. Start with the Second Stage Turbine Blade. Sorry, yeah. I'll find some. Hopefully soon I'll figure out get some Kleenex here shortly. Or maybe I'll do that real quick. I'll be right back. All right, back. Oh, there we go. Now I got tissue. Anyway, back to this. Coheed and Cambria. Second Stage Turbine Blade. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Inside, every CD I have from Coheed and Cambria is in my black binder. Yeah. Here is kind of this cool gatefold, the lyrics and stuff like that. Got artwork and all that stuff. Pretty cool. Then we get in Keeping Secrets Inside on Earth, the sleeve, front and back with track listing. The CD itself, it just has God damn. Yes, you see it's a lot different in the insides. But yeah, you got once again booklets, and it's got the logo too on it. But yeah, just lyrics. Not probably not one of my favorites from the band, but it is what it is. I have it, and that's all that really matters. Yes, boss. Damn you, allergies. Yes, we're getting closer here to the end here. I know this has been going on for quite a bit, but figured it'd be better doing this as a live thing. Anyway, 2 albums. Obviously, we got the Good Apollo albums. Here is Good Apollo 1 artwork, and this is a different version. Backside with the track listings. I can't find the CD for this one. This one's just kind of like the Archaeologist one. It's just like one of those. But yeah, here's the booklet. It's really cool artwork that I will say. Yeah, really, really cool artwork. Like I said, this is just like one of those deep pack sleeves and stuff like that. Next up, Year of the Black Rainbow. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. And here is the booklet. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Got cool artwork. Yep, there's Year of the Black Rainbow. Here come the Afterman albums. We got Ascension, or artwork, backside track listing. I messed with it a little bit when I first got it. It's like a triple gatefold. And up! There it is. Was wondering where it went. I've been wondering where this went. So now I know where it went. Put that in its place, pretty much. Now that I know where it went, pretty much. Yeah, here's the... They're kind of, I think both are pretty similar with the booklets and stuff like that. Yeah, they pretty much are a little bit similar in style. They got artworks near the lyrics and stuff like that. But yeah, here's the booklet for Ascension. Yeah, there's Ascension right there. And here is Descension, lyrics and the booklet and artwork. Like I said, don't want to waste too much of y'all's time with this one because these are... I've already talked about these. Damn allergies. But yeah, we now come to basically the Vaxxis saga. Here's what the album looks like. You put it in long ways. Pretty cool. Pretty sure all of them are just like this cool poster and all that stuff. And there's the other side. It's the other way around, pretty much. Pretty cool. And this was when they joined Roadrunner. A little tidbit for everyone there. One there. And then finally, their most recent album, Vaxxis Act 2. Just somehow manages to get into the top 10. I don't think I've pulled out some of the stuff. Well, I pulled out the poster. Not the CD, though. The CD is still in there. And by the way, both this one and Vaxxis Act 1 are pretty much the same. It's pretty much the artwork. Here is essentially yet another poster. But this one's kind of cool. I will admit that is really cool. It's got the lyrics in the back. Yeah, that's Coheed and Cambria. Vaxis Act 2. I believe we are almost done with the C's here. And now we come to a very interesting band. Rock-based, yes. But this is one that's more of a low-key, one of those that I started listening to as a kid. And I got pretty much the 4 that I really wanted to get with them. And that is Collective Soul. Kind of like those alt-rock / Christian rock. In some cases, I got some Christian lyrics and stuff like that. I got 3 CDs and 1 cassette. We're going to go over the CDs. We got their debut, Hints, Allegations, and Things Left Unsaid. I got it at a Goodwill. Here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. I still have the CD in the case. It's nothing too special. Nothing too special in the back, and here is pretty much it's like a gate fold, or it's folded up and stuff like that. Yeah, David, you get to see some of my stuff from early childhood and stuff like that. So this is one from my childhood, pretty much. Get to know me a little bit more, pretty much. Anyway, we come to their self-titled 1995 sophomore album. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. It's the same as the previous one. Here is the CD, and as well as a booklet that is pretty much the same as the last one, all folded up and stuff like that. There's the lyrics. Here's some other stuff and the picture of the band, pretty much. Hints, Allegations, and Things Left Unsaid. Yes, Shine is on that album. I have wanted to do something for this band for quite a bit, but it'd probably be more if I did a retrospective for them. It'd be abbreviated one, all the way up to the cassette that I have. But yeah, I will think about that one. Next up, we got Disciplined Breakdown. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. And there's the CD, and this one's got the jewel case and stuff like that. And so that's what's got something in there. And there's the CD. And unlike the other ones, this one's just regular, normal, stapled, and all that stuff. Yep. Like I said, this is one I have liked growing up as a kid. Same with the next one I'll show, and I've done a video. Oh, hey, Ben, what's up? I've just now gotten to see, coming near the end, pretty much. I'm just now on see with Collective Soul, a band I like growing up as a kid. And then I'm finally, I got at least a few more when it comes to the cassettes and stuff like that. But we're only 2/3 of the way up through. Oh. We got Dosage. This is the last one with the classic lineup. And there's, I think, some members left, but there's the artwork. Yep, the back with the track listings. Here's what the cassette looks like. It's the A and B stuff, and obviously, I think they all, as you can see, they cut their hair relatively short, looking like they're a freaking boy band or something like that, you know. But this was one of those bands I grew up. This was the one I grew up listening to a lot, loving. What's the song? No More No Less off of here, off of side A. And yeah, but this is the last one with the original lineup. After that, I think some members left, and it was a different lineup for other albums. And I think, like I said, we now come to another band that I grew up on as a kid. The band in question that I have done a abridged retrospective for, and it is Creed. This is a band I grew up as a kid listening to, and I still listen to them. And I did an abridged retrospective, which you can go and check out, link in the description for. But obviously, let's get into it. I got two versions of My Own Prison, one on cassette and one on CD. I'll show the cassette version first. Here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. It's like the previous, like the Collective Soul. It's an A-B thing. It's got all this cool foldouts and stuff like that. It's a little bit different than the CD version. It's like the CD version is this, but a little bit more bloated up and stuff like that. If I can get this back in here. God, this was such a pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass to get out. But yes, here's the CD version. Artwork. Again, backside with the track list. It's a lot different on the CD version. There's the CD. And there's the inside. Here is the booklet. Then we get to an album that I can thank Nick for sending my way because I needed this one. Human Clay. I don't know if you're watching this, Nick, but thank you for sending this because now my collection for Creed is pretty much complete. But yes, here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. And here's the CD. I've had the CD for a while, but I finally got that jewel case of it. And we could show kind of this cool fold out. And it's got the lyrics and stuff, and on the flip side, this is really freaking cool. Put so much into this freaking booklet. It's super awesome. Super glad to finally have this. And then finally, well, not quite yet. We got Creed Weathered. Here's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Here, someday I have pictures of everybody, and I don't have the original bassist. He left at some point. So, and yeah, this does fall apart, but there's the CD. There's the inside with a better picture of the guys, Mark, Scott, and both Scotts. The original bassist would come back for the next one I'm about to show. But yeah, we get to the booklet. Oh, and as you can see right there, you got the My Own Prison, the guy from the My Own Prison cover right there. That's pretty cool. And this is a pretty cool fold up. Brian Marshall, I think, was his name. Brian Marshall was the bassist. After this, Creed would split. Scott Stapp would do solo. Mark, along with Scott Phillips and Brian Marshall, would later recruit Miles Kennedy and make Alter Bridge. But luckily, they were reunited and recording this full circle. This is their most recent studio album. And yeah, here's artwork. Backside with the track listings. Got this. It's kind of this cool look inside with this, how they put that, which is really freaking cool. I like that. And you got yes, you can see Brian Marshall would rejoin them for the reunion. And this one, I remember I hung this up at one point. This was a cool poster. Obviously, you got some lyrics and stuff like that, but it folds up to make this really freaking cool, like, poster and stuff like that. You got the track list, you get the name, you got the band and stuff like that. That's really freaking cool. It's got the backsides of the lyrics and stuff like that. So at some point, I definitely want to get this hung up at some point. It's super freaking awesome. Awesome. And then finally, they did come out, I think, with this compilation in 2015. This is With Arms Wide Open retrospective. This has basically a 3 CD compilation. It has the best of the singles. Then you have rarities and demos. And then you have acoustic versions of some classics. So here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. There's all 3 CDs, each with a different color, and you got the guys in the band. Really freaking cool, and I was glad I ended up getting this. And I am now trying to put it back in. There we go. And I think finally, when it comes to the C's, we got, this is just a compilation. Creedence Clearwater Revival featuring John Fogerty Chronicle. The 20 greatest hits. It's Chronicle. It's a greatest hits compilation. It's got different songs on here. Like you got Bad Moon Rising's on here. Fortunate Son's on here. Is it? Yeah, Have You Ever Seen the Rain is on here. You know, some of their biggest hits. Pretty much it's just, like I said, just a compilation. So yeah, there's the front, not much to show on the back and stuff like that. But yeah, Creedence Clearwater Revival is the greatest hits. Alrighty, that's it for C. We now come to the final letter, D. We're on the home. We are essentially on the home stretch now. Oh boy, I know this has been going on for quite a while. It's been 2 hours long, but I hope, Damien, this is worth it and stuff like that. But yes, next up, we got 3 albums from one of the pioneers or one of the more well-known bands within black metal. These aren't even black metal. We got Darkthrone. We got 3 albums of when they returned back to their heavy metal sound. For example, we got the Underground Resistance, their 2013 album. Then back to the heavy metal sound. Love this album. Remember listening to this, I think, around 2016. Loved the hell of it. Wanted to get it at some point. I'm glad I'm now have it. Anyway, artwork. Backside with the track listings of the band. There is the CD. Nothing to show on the back, unfortunately. But a cool red logo and the Underground Resistance piece of the logo. Here is the CD. Pictures of Nocturno and Fenrir's and lyrics as well. Yeah. That is the Underground Resistance. Next one we got is Eternal Hells. Their recent one before last year's. There's the artwork, backside with the track listings, and a picture of Fenrir's and Nocturno. CD. Again, kind of got some things on there, but not really. Really, CD is just freaking lyrics, credits, and stuff like that. And then we come to their most recent one that came out last year. So I'm putting this in. Astral Fortress is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Well, and a picture of the band. And Nocturno with a freaking full-fledged beard of all things. It's pretty cool. The CD does have some things again in the back. I don't think, once again, it's like its predecessor. Just lyrics. Yep, pretty much just lyrics. There is Dark Throne. Next one. Yet another one. Oh boy. Here we go. I'll just show it. Daughtry. Self-titled debut. Kind of that radio rock, poppy rock. Not much to say. Was a teenager. Yeah. Not wasting time with that. Next up, we got 3 albums from Death Metal Mega. Avant-garde, black metal. This is when they were fully into the avant-garde. Not much to show. This one's C Monumentum, requires circumspice. There's the CD. There's the back side with the track listing. Not much to show there. Then we come to Fos ete maledicti in ignam aeternum. Artwork, backside, track listings. This one's the Digipack one, so there's a booklet and stuff. They don't show the lyric. They don't show who is on there, which is kind of a cool thing. Just lyrics, and artwork, and all that stuff. Yep, that's pretty much it for that one. And then we come to the final remaining Death Metal Mega album I have, Paracletus. There is the artwork, backside with the track listings. It's got some scuff, and there's the CD, nothing behind it. Again, it's pretty much the same. Some cool art. And, lyrics and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to them. What do we come to? Well, yeah, vinyl time. Final vinyl of this video. Deep Purple. Burn. This is the one that has Richie Blackmore still in here. David Coverdale is on here, and Glenn Hughes. John Lord and Ian Pace. So there was no Ian Gillan on here. So it's pretty much, well, a lot of people are saying the definitive lineup or something like that. I can't remember who said it. Someone said they liked the Hughes one. That was just with the stream with Mike. But yep. Artwork. Backside with the track listings and the credits. And a picture of the band. Comes on this cool printed sleeve with a lot of different people on it. I'm gonna look and see who was on here. Can't really tell who it is on this back, but there's the back and there's that. And it's, of course, on just plain black with kind of this is a cool looking Warner Brothers sleeve. But yeah, it's vinyl amongst those that I have for this one. All right, next ones. We're going to get into some interesting ones here. I got 3 albums. One's a loose CD. The loose CD is Rock of Ages. Disc 1. No, Disc 2. This is Disc 2. Pretty much, I think Disc 1 for it was Vault. Pretty much. But then the 2 CDs I have are on cassette. I don't know if you can see that is Hysteria. Not much to show. Try to get it out as safe as possible, but there's the cassette. It's Hysteria pretty much. And that pretty much is going to be it with this one being the last of the cassettes now. We got Retroactive. The last Def Leppard album I will give a shit about, because after this one, I do not care about anything else. It's like, don't come at me. Maybe Songs from the Sparkle Lounge, maybe Euphoria, maybe those. But after that, I stopped caring for them. They're just not for me. Yeah, there's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. There's the cassette. cassette. And here's what the artworks can look like and stuff like that. And we got this here. This is a loose bit, and you got all versions of the band. Not quite all versions, but there's different versions from 82 to 92. And then you got the ones for the Adrenalize, and then this lineup, pretty much the current lineup. Yeah, this thing is falling apart pretty much, but yeah, retroactive. This is the final one of the cassettes, pretty much. Because now we just got CDs. We got a good chunk of CDs to get through. So who do we got next? Ah, yes, this one's an interesting one to talk about here. I mentioned when I said Cannibal Corpse was a byproduct of a band that helped me get into extreme metal music. Well, now we got into that band. The band in question is The Devil Wears Prada. They only got 2 albums of theirs, Plagues and Death Throne. But like I said, this helped me get into extreme metal music. You know, bands like Hellthrow and Obituary when we get to it. You know, the death metal stuff, the black metal stuff, all that stuff. You know, the extreme metal stuff. You know, got Cannibal Corpse, I mentioned, Gojira, Cradle of Filth, and stuff. This band is the reason I get into the extreme metal stuff, pretty much, and I owe a lot to them. You know, I kind of stopped caring about them for quite a while now because everything after this one, and I do want to get 818 at some point, like definitely, but that's a band that is, again, kind of like some others like Buck Cherry and Casey Elfin that I've really fallen off of. But I do want to get a good chunk of theirs. I want to get these with their CD cases or digipacks intact and stuff like that. I want to also get Roots, and I want to get Zombie and stuff like that. You know, but that's really it. Oh, and I just skipped over this band pretty much after them. I didn't want to get to Devil Wears Prada, so that was kind of my mistake. But I did an old retrospective. I'm redoing them now, and that is Demons and Wizards. So I'm not going to waste time with these guys. So here's self-titled artwork, or this is the Century Media version. There's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. You got full pack. You got a picture of John and Hansi. I mentioned Hansi. Here he is. It's the one and only project I got of his. It's Demons and Wizards. So there's the CD inside is like this cool. It's got the continuation of the cemetery and stuff like that. The booklet. The booklet. It's a shame this band ain't around anymore, but for what it is, they got 3 killer albums, pretty much. And here comes Touched by the Crimson King. Here's the artwork, backside with the track listings. It's a 2-disc version. I got both of them in there. Spots here is what it looks like. It's pretty much the train from, the territory from the Wasteland for Dark Tower. It's basically a good chunk of the songs out here are themed off of the Dark Tower, pretty much. But yeah, there's the other CD too. But here is the booklet with a picture of Hansi and John in there. It's got some cool looking artwork, and there's something Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Here's Gunslinger stuff, Rolling Dust Chain and all that. Wicked Witch. All that, some cool artwork. I think this one, I had a closer look, and I realized that that's freaking Cthulhu, which is really freaking cool. Yeah, there's Touched by the Crimson King. And one of the recent albums that I recently got, their last album, 3. Here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. So this cool digipack. There's the CD. See, there's the middle. So glad to finally own this after so wanting it for about a few years now. But yeah, here's the booklet. It's got some cool art, including, the artwork for their singles of Diabolic and then Wolves in Winter. Yep, Wolves in Winter. Their last 2 singles. Some cool artwork, more lyrics. And then there's, for the last time, their picture together. Yeah. Yeah, there's 3. The last Demons and Wizards album. All right, now that we got that caught up, we can get to my album of the year from last year. Lightwork / Nightwork from Devin Townsend. Not much to say when it comes to Devin Townsend. He's a freaking genius with all that he does and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely still want to get a lot more of his stuff, but I'm glad to have this and the beginning of me growing my Devin Townsend collection. So yes, artwork, backside, track listing for both Lightwork and Nightwork. Here is 2 discs. This one's Nightwork. This one's Lightwork. And here is the I think. Oh, this one has a nautical behind it. And then this one has this cool thing behind it. That's pretty damn cool. But here is the booklet and artwork with Debbie on the bridge. Lyrics, artwork. Some cool artwork, I will admit. Sailor smoking a pipe. Smoking out his pipe. There's Debbie. Yeah. Yeah, Lightwork. Awesome album. Love it. Alrighty. Like I said, we're getting close to the end here. We got a few more bands. We got 4 more bands left to go. Next up, and this one's gonna be a quick one. We got the Dillinger Escape Plan. One of Us is the Killer. Not much to show. Kind of that mathcore stuff. Heard them from, what was it, Unretrofied, which was on the WWE game. Hell of a band. But yeah, here's the CD, and it's got just, it's like all those tally marks and all that stuff. Yeah, not much to show there. All right, next up. This one's a mixture of some from like loose CDs and those that I actually have. We got Disturbed. Alt rock. They're thrown into the alt metal. They're thrown into new metal stuff, but I honestly don't care. Here are the 2 leaf CDs. 10,000 Days in Asylum. Not much I can want to show there. There are the loose CDs, and then we got to the CD, the actual ones. We get to the Sickness, their debut, full length. Everybody voices stupefied, down with the sickness, all that stuff. Apologies for my nose. It's freaking itchy. Fuck. Where did my goddamn Kleenex go? Oh, right here. But yes, anyway. Artwork, backside with the track listing, and the band, pretty much. There's the CD. Weird looking creature in there. Here is, I believe, yes, it's on a gatefold, or it's just folded up and stuff like that. And then just some more. All that stuff. Yep. Then we get to Indestructible. Probably my favorite Disturbed album. Love the hell of it. Love the title track, Inside the Fire, Deceiver, The Knife, Perfect Insanity. Freaking hell of an album for me. But anyway, artwork. Backside with the track listings. There's the CD inside. It's cool background there. And here's the booklet. Lyrics kind of in this weird cursive. And then you got the band where you have, I think, John Moyer at this point on the bass. Yeah, right there. Yep. Indestructible. Reaching the end here. We now get to the final dessert, Immortalized. There's the artwork backside with the track listing. Got the CD right there. I wish I had the deluxe version because I like the bonus tracks so much from that version. But here is kind of this cool fold up, and as you can tell, that kind of looks pretty damn cool. Yeah. Disturbed, Immortalized. That's Disturbed. Alrighty. 2 more bands to go. Whew. Sitting here for a while. Been over 2 hours. We're on the home stretch now. Final 2 bands. I'm not gonna waste time because I definitely want to do this band again. Ben, we need to get through and do a deep dive for this band, which is Dream Theater. If you're still there, of course, Ben, we got to do a deep dive for these guys. I definitely want to do a deep dive with you. If you're up for that metal band, I liked our ranking, but I definitely want to do a deep dive for Dream Theater with you. That's cool with you, of course. But anyway, let's just get through this. We got Awake. There's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. It's got a picture of the band in the middle. Not much to show with this one. It's got this black up there. There's the CD. Here is the booklet. You got a picture of the band in the back as well. Mike Portnoy and all. Oh, and Kevin Moore too. But this one's another one of those folded up ones. With lyrics and pictures of the band and stuff like that. Last one with Kevin Moore, he would leave, and then comes Derek Sherinian. For A Change of Seasons. This one's, there's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. And here's the booklet once again, kind of like that fold up before. Obviously, we don't. Sherinian would only stay for a couple albums. After that, he was let go, and in comes Jordan Rudess, and we basically get to the lineup that would be for quite a bit. And we get to essentially the meta album, pretty much. These 4 CDs. Metropolis Part 2, 6 Degrees, Train of Thought, Octavarium. So, here is Metropolis Part 2, artwork, backside with the track listings. CD is in black booklet. I don't think there's any pictures of the band in this one. Unless you'd have to look really hard or something in the cover or something like that. Maybe they're in there. I don't know. But they didn't want to put their faces all over this and nothing. That would take away from this amazing concept album. Here comes 6 Degrees. The artwork. Backside with the track listings. There's the inside CDs again, little black binder. There you got a picture of the band right there, and you get individual pictures too of them. You got Portnoy right there. You got Petrucci, more lyrics. You got there's James Labrie, John Myung, and then you got Jordan Rudess right there. Then we get your Straight of Thought artwork, backs on the track listings, kind of just one of those things right there. And there's the booklet with some cool artwork and stuff like that. Yep. And then finally, the last one, the meta album, Octavarium artwork, backside with track listings and pictures of the band, pretty much. Much kind of a little nod to Close to the Edge for Rios. One I will definitely be talking about in here. I think I do have it. Yep. We'll definitely be talking about that. But there's the inside. There's the booklet. Some cool artwork. Yeah. After this, Portnoy would stay for 2 more albums, and then he would be forced out. And we come to the final one in my Dream Theater collection, which is For a While Up Until a View from the Top of the World, which I do still need to get. A dramatic turn of events. Here is the artwork. It's torn to bits at this point. There's the backside with the track listings. It's a 2-disc one. It's got a DVD. When they were trying to find a replacement at the time. And here is the booklet. So I'm gonna try and go through this. Let's do it like this. Probably it's a better way. And there at one point. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. And then we get to a picture of everybody, including Mike Mangini. He's first, technically first. He just did his spills. All the drums were already recorded when he was coming in. Yeah, there's DVD. And yeah, there's Dream Theater. And finally, the last one. We get to a good friend of mine, and hopefully I will show this to him, and hopefully you will see this. Unless he probably won't watch the end of this. He won't watch all 2 hours of this. But he is the last one in this one for part one. And that is my good friend, Dylan Furr. Here's 2 loose ones I have of his that I end up burning. It's Changing Realms and Legator. Yeah, the Sharpie's starting to fade on the Changing Realms one. The Legator still pretty damn good. Not quite faded. But anyway, here's the CD for Isolate, his debut. It's kind of scratched as hell now, but still have it. There's the back of the track listings for that. And then we get, I believe we got Nostalgia. And there's the artwork. Backside with the track listings. It is also torn apart. Here's the CD, and there's the backside of it. And we got some cool, but just not too much. It's just lyrics and art behind it. behind it. Then we got juxtaposition. There is the artwork, backside, track listings and stuff like that. Although it's pretty dark, it's pretty hidden in the background. There's the back, there's the CD, and it was even signed by Dylan. Then we got essentially the booklet's kind of the same as Nostalgia. Yeah, there's that one. And then we come to his most recent album, which is, or the recent one that I have, Perspective. There's the artwork, backside, track listings, and there's the CD in the back. There's that. Pretty damn cool. Pretty much the same as all the other stuff for him. So, that is part one of several of these collection videos. It's over almost 2.5 hours. Oh my God. Woo. I want to thank Boss Antelope, Metal Benz Chronicles, Mean Metal Mike, Bullet's been in here, Damien, Music of Destruction, and a lot of people. Thank you for tuning in as I'm looking through all the chat. Whew. We've got 4 people. If anyone wants to say, I'll stay on for a little bit longer to see if anybody is, wants that. I'm going to be ending it at like 2.5 at 2:30, 2 hours, 30 minutes. So, if y'all have anything to say before I end this, let me know. No, before I do end this stream. Whew. Anybody? We got 2 people up here. 2 people now. So yeah, I'll pretty much just cut this. I don't want to take this any longer. Thank you to those who chatted in here. If you're just watching this, if you somehow watched all 2.5 hours, props to you for watching this as a video and stuff like that. But yeah, to those who came in live and all that stuff, thank y'all for coming in. Like I said, Boss Antelope, Metal Benz Chronicles, Music of Destruction, Bullet, Me, Metal Mike, thank y'all for coming in to the chat and, chatting with me for this 2.5 hours of the first collection video. I hope to God that it won't take this long the next time I do one of these. But it's going to be a while before I do another one of these, obviously. Also, if y'all want to go and check out, I did put up a video before I went live with this. It was a Julian video. I can't remember which one it was. Was it Putridity or Orchidectomy? But it's the retrospective put together for all of his one of his band's reviews, whether it's Putridity or if it was Orchidectomy. But definitely go and check it out. But yeah, this is gonna do it for me. This is part 1 of my collection video, my music collection video. If you enjoyed this, click the like button or the dislike button. Comment below where your thoughts are on all the albums I have shown here. Obviously, like I said in the description, all the links to all the bands, to some of the bands I've shown and the videos I've done for them are in the description. All retrospectives and reviews and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely go check those out if you want to. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. This has been my collection video / live stream. We'll see y'all later. And as always, keep things metal. I will see y'all later.